I'm in the town of Holmfirth. It's about 6 miles south of Huddersfield, and it's where the River Ribble and the River Holme join. It's a lovely town. I'm actually in the Co-op car park at the moment. As you can see, it's quite a big car park. Just going to go and get a parking ticket, and then we're going to have a little walk around the town, and I'll show you a few things. See you soon, bye. And that's the charges. So, not too expensive really to park in such a prominent tourist spot really. And if we go down here, this place always used to be crowded with ducks. People used to come down here and feed the ducks. But you can walk further along. It's quite a nice walk. Can't go too far, then you have to go back up onto the road. So, yeah, it's fairly pleasant, but you do see rubbish chucked in the water. Sometimes you see your truck and trolley. So, as idyllic as it looks, it's not always what it seems. See that there's rubbish on the floor there. Somebody's had their lunch or their chocolate and just discarded the wrappers. We're going to go up and over that bridge. That's the notice board. Events that are happening. There's always lots of things happening in Holmfirth. There's always lots of film festivals. There's a folk festival, a food festival, you name it. There's a duck race, you name it, Holmfirth will celebrate it. This is quite a little nice gardens, and it's got some really old gravestones against the railings. So it makes me think that this was once a graveyard. I could be wrong. I can't think of any other reason why there would be gravestones. Leaning up against the railings. But it's a fairly nice little garden. If you're here close by, you can come and sit and eat your lunch on the bench. As I said, Holmfirth is predominantly famous for being the place associated with the long-running comedy series Last of the Summer Wine. I mean, it is just 7 o'clock in the morning, and you can already see how busy it is. There's a lovely little lane here called Daisy Lane. So we'll have a little walk up here. It's full of nooks and crannies, Holmfirth, lots of little lanes to walk up. Very cute. And if you're ever here, there's a lovely bookshop here called Daisy Lane's Book. Come and give it a visit. It's just tucked out of the way, and that's the thing, people don't tend to see it, and that takes you back down to the main thoroughfare. But if you come up all these little lanes, there's some fantastic things to find. Now that's a really nice place if you're looking for somewhere to eat, the Whippet and Pickle. And this building is on the site of an original church lockup built in or soon after 1597. It's been used as a jail, an ambulance station, a mortuary and a fire station. Wow. And as you can see, the church is there. As you can see, it's just full of nooks and crannies, and you can go up further. Now that's an Very interesting building. But if I'm right, I think this will take you down to the place that everybody recognises with Last of the Summer Wine. Look how worn these steps are. Look how many thousands of people have walked up and down here through the years. And as we go around the corner, you will see Sid's Cafe, and it looks just like it did in Last of the Summer Wine. Well, they say in their window that it was the world's longest running comedy series, so they should know. And there's another lovely little coffee shop there, and there's the church. If you look over there, that building is called the Picture Dome, which is Holmfirth's premier events concert hall. Looks like it was built in 1912. It has a Sainsbury's for people. That's a lovely store, that Ironmonger's. So I'm going to cross the road. I'll just walk along here a bit. Just to double back so you can see the Ironmonger's in all its glory, and the cafe, the church. I mean, they do a little bus tour for Last of the Summer Wine. Morning. Yeah, they do a little bus tour for Last of the Summer Wine. It's got a post office. This is a nice place. It's called the Old Bridge. It's the picture house again. Then you've got the river. Yeah, lovely little place called the Old Bridge. Very popular with people. This is always packed. I mean, today is going to be a beautiful day, and if you come back later, it'll be absolutely heaving here with people enjoying themselves. And why not? So as you go back round, look at these lovely old buildings. They're fantastic, aren't they? If you go back round, there's some little places round the back that aren't on the high street, so I don't know how they get business. Down this little alley before. See, it does look like it needs a bit of a tidy. Sometimes in places it can look a bit tired, but it's got a lot of history. Looks like the Food and Drink Festival is in a couple of weeks' time. It's a beautiful view, isn't it? Going to be crossing the road. Lovely little bus shelter here, isn't that quaint? I love those sort of bus shelters. And there's some really nice individual, unique shops down here. Tell you what, this fish and chip shop does fantastic fish and chips. I'm trying to show you bits that you really wouldn't see if you watched the comedy series. And to tell the truth, the comedy series is actually filmed around lots of the neighbouring villages. Nice looking pub there. And as you can probably see, this was always part of Last of the Summer Wine. There's a tea room here called the Wrinkled Stocking, and there's a Last of the Summer Wine exhibition. This is the main high road. You can go to Huddersfield, Barnsley, Wakefield and Sheffield from here. So yeah, and it's got a little park. I'm just going to walk up to show you the little park. It's called Victoria Park. As I said, it's a very touristy destination, and all the villages around here are really quite beautiful and all have something special to offer. See, so this is the park. It's a bit of green space, which is always nice to have. It's got a little kids' playground. And you got a nice view. As I said, you could spend all day just going up all the little side roads. Fascinating they are. Community space over there. It's their edible garden. So I assume they're growing vegetables and fruit. So we're going to come back around here. One thing that Holmfirth has got lots of is places to go for a drink and places to eat. You're certainly not short of food and drink here. Here's another little tunnel, as they would say, or I would say alley, that you can go down, and there's just more places to look at. And this is called the Nook. Let's have a look what it says. Previously the Rose and Crown, which was established on this site in 1754 and rebuilt in 1819. This inn stands beside. Wow. So that's so much history. And I think that's got some they've made a window. So that's very interesting. These steps and go the same way I came. You can just see the wear, hundreds of years on these steps, and the history. It's quite amazing. When you come back from it from a different angle, it looks completely different. It's overgrown with grass and weeds on these cobbles. Someone needs to come across here with some weed killer, really. And here it says that it's got a garden here, really, and it says that it's Daisy Lane Community Garden. Well, Daisy Lane Community Garden is very overgrown. That's a shame. In fact, if you have a look, it's very got loads of weeds and everywhere, which is a shame. Lovely bookshop, and their cat came to see me. I know. Just going to go down this way. Royal Mail sorting depot there. takes you back up to that little park. And we're going back over to the car park. So we're heading back now to the Co-op car park. Looks like the pigeons have come out of there. Just going to walk across the car park. It's got an electric charging point in this car park, which is very handy. I'm not sure, but I think as long as you're charging your car, you don't have to pay for parking, but you can only stay there for 1 hour charging your car. Now there's a sign here that says Albert Mills 1865. Albert Mills 1865, so I'm assuming that this is the location there was a mill here. I'm just going to walk up to the main road just to have a look to see what's along here. So that's Holmfirth Civic Hall, which I think they have lots of things happening there occasionally. As you pan round, that goes back into the centre of Holmfirth, and if you go this way, we've got the pub, the postcard on the corner, and we'll just go down a bit. There's an interesting looking building down here. Let's just go and see what that building is. See, as I said before, it's still early in the morning and it's really busy already here. So this is a fire station. So that's a fire station, community fire station, and I'm not sure. But this isn't, not sure what building this is. I think it might be some sort of school. It's definitely teaching because it's got lots of posters in the window telling people about the courses. So let's just have a look what it says on the front. So it's actually Holmfirth Technical Institute, and it was built by public subscription and opened in 1894. And then we just come back round this way and we get back to the Co-op car park. There's a fair few car parks to park in Holmfirth. It's just that the Co-op car park is the biggest, most direct, central. Holmfirth is definitely, if you're in the area, it's definitely worth a visit. If you're fans of Last of the Summer Wine and you're of a certain age, it's definitely worth a visit. But you need to be visiting some villages further out. As well as Holmfirth. I'm going back down to the walkway by the river. Just briefly, this is the bridge. There's a sort of bridge there, some bit of graffiti, quite pretty actually, not offensive. We're at the back of the co-op, so carry on going down. And you can even go back that way, carry on along, which is where I was at the beginning, or you can just walk up here and it brings you out by the opening of the co-op. As I said, it's got lots of history, it's worth a visit. Come and enjoy a day out at Holmfirth. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, Travels Around Britain. It's free and it would mean a lot to us. Thanks a lot. Bye.